We're live.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? We're here this afternoon to show you how to work with edge-to-edge quilting designs for embroidery machines. And with that in mind, the first thing I have to talk about is software. And Robin, what do you think?
Moving closer so we can see your computer screen.
Thank you. You can purchase the software at a lot of places, and the only thing I can suggest you do is go online and just type in edge-to-edge quilting designs,
Mhm.
and you're on your way.
Actually, we have some great software that you can buy from our dime, because we're a dime dealer here at So Bargain, and they have great edge-to-edge software.
This is true.
And if you like, you can sign up for our live virtual class with them, which goes way more professional than these.
Needless to say.
Needless to say. And we have software that you can purchase that can help you with this. But you were going to show us the importance of being able to see this on a computer.
Yes, it's very important.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to Designs by Juju. And which, okay. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oops.
Back and down here, wavy edge leaves. And I'm going to do a single run for this.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't understand what a single run is, it's just a one run through. It doesn't go back and go over all of the stitching another time. If you'd like that, it's available. I want to use an 8-inch product.
Okay.
And if you look at closely, can you get close to that?
Yeah.
You can see that you have both left to right and right to left. What we're going to be doing today is left to right. So what you want to do is take a USB stick, put it into your computer, and this one says left to right, so you don't make these mistakes. Because the reason I do this is because I've made these mistakes. So
It helps keep you organized when you're rehooping and having to go down.
thank you.
Definitely.
Yes.
Gotcha. Put it on the computer.
And wavy leaves right. Uh-oh, where's my E drive? Well, you thought you were having problems. No, my drive's not there. Excuse me.
Okay. Anyway, this is our first class that we're doing, so be very patient with us. But we're really going to show you what's physically in. We just had an edge-to-edge class that we did before we lost our stitching post stores, and this class is to follow up because I wanted to show in real time what this physically is like, and it really is a lot of practice, isn't it, Susan?
Yes, it is.
But Susan feels like she has become the master of edge to edge, and she's going to share a lot of the tips and tricks that she's learned, so you don't have to go through the same headaches.
Oh, my book. Oh, isn't this rich? My computer's not working now.
Oh, well, it's lit up. It should read it. Well,
What
there it
is-
is. It's right there. It's E, actually.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I know it's
You're
E,
welcome.
but it should be.
Yeah, it's okay, but when you,
Well, see, it wasn't there until just now. So
yeah, it took the computer a minute to read it.
okay, so edge to edge 8 inches. I'm just going to take it. That's in there.
Mhm.
That's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do.
We want to show what it looks like on computer.
Yes, I do. But
Yeah.
okay, never mind. So that's what it looks like on the computer. Bring it up,
There we go.
and there it is.
So what you can do in software is they have like slow redraw, some other names. But what this is cool is it kind of gives you a preview of what the design's going to do before you actually run it on your machine. And you see that in it swing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Here, can you hold that?
I sure can.
Right back. Let's see if I have anybody joining us. Well, we have 7 watchers.
God bless them.
Yes. Alrighty.
Got it?
But that's how that draws out. And this is going from left to right.
This is going from left to right.
Okay.
Yeah, this is, I was telling you about yesterday when I was
Yeah.
we were looking at some of the stuff last week and we couldn't figure, I was trying to figure out how to get my left to right to work, and that's how it's done. So let's
Okay.
go back.
Yeah. And now you're going to show us from right to left, right?
Yes, I am. So I'm going to go back here to embroidery.
Yeah. So
And down to edge quilting.
you have a lot of design, Susan.
Yes, I do.
How do you keep them all straight? Oh my goodness.
Well, obviously I don't keep them that straight.
There you go. There's edge to edge right there. All right.
All right. And I want wavy leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to take that and just drag and drop.
Okay.
And that's done.
Yeah. And that's how you
So-
transfer your designs from your computer to a stick. And vice versa.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Back here. Well, look, we're fine. Just, you know,
Yeah.
stage fright.
It's okay. We're doing good. You're doing fine.
Alrighty. So, go here.
E. I think you said
Well, I'm thinking
you sent
Okay.
the whole folder.
that's quite all right. I'll just go in the folder.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Oh.
Where'd it go?
So an interesting thing, since you're showing us the files here, and there it is, right? See where you can find it. So one of the things that when you download designs, they come in different formats. So you'll have a folder for formats, and then you'll have a file for sizes. And so that's just some,
Yeah.
if you've never downloaded design before, those are some of the basic things that you deal with.
Okay. This is the one I want. So I've got to, well, never mind. I'll just get it out the other way. So, and if I were to start this one, you will see that it's running from left to right.
Okay.
So
That's pretty, but that's one of the reasons you want software. You can also design your own single run patterns. So now, are we ready to go and show how to
do what?
stabilize the?
Yes. Well, no, we're not going to go there yet.
Okay.
Once you have your design selected,
Mm-hmm.
what you need to do.
Oh yes. Talk about batting.
No, let's not talk about batting yet. Let's talk about batting in a minute.
Okay.
This way.
Okay.
See all of our equipment over here. My handy dandy chair.
Yeah.
I'm going back this way.
Okay. Go right ahead.
What you want to do is using
Oh yes.
this product from Dime and make a copy of your design. And what you will get is a piece that looks like this. What it is a peel and stick. And I'm here to tell you, life is not happy without this peel and stick. If you look at this is something I just threw together last night.
Okay.
And going from left to right, what it does, if you look right here, it connects your lines.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And if you have a embroidery machine that has camera with it,
Yes.
you can go ahead
Yeah.
And a lot of the software, you can go ahead and put your little sticker right there.
Yes.
And it'll all print out. It's kind of cool.
So in PE Design, in Brother softwares, you can actually go and add this little sticker and have it print out on the design.
Right.
And
Right,
you would do that, and you would go in your software and do this in the realistic, in the print preview. Yes. So if you have different softwares, that's where you actually print out your design, and it's got a center hooping, so you can know where you're going to, and helps you with placement.
And you can see I've already done that with this particular design.
All right.
Now we can talk about batting.
Okay, let's talk about batting. Here, can you hold this up? Now, I have some Target paper in stock. I've got to get this one done. I get some more ordered, but I do have some water soluble. And what's really cool about the water soluble is if you've got maybe a 4x4 or a 5x7 machine, that's a little better because you can print those off and go, and especially if you're in a smaller quilt, because the queen with a 5x7 is about 99 hoops.
A queen, 99 hoops?
Yes, according to a Genome educator. More? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, or maybe it's an 8x8 that's 99 hoops.
Yes.
Yes, and that was one of the Genome educators did that on a 11,000. So it's about 99 hoops with an 8x8, which is the size we're using. So if you're doing a queen, so start small and work your way up. But these really, because really, if you, the whole point of quilting edge to edge is to look like you did it, like you sent it to, our big friend over there with a computer on it. So, but not everybody has that space to be able to set that up. Most of us are working in little areas like this. and man, this girl got the thread. Isn't it cool? Anyway, but this is a really good product, and it really helps with placement. As you know, so you don't, and when somebody gets up on your quilt and you've got it in the quilt show and then all your little lines are off, this is a really, especially if you're wanting to do something real professional.
Absolutely.
Okay. Now let's talk about batting.
Batting.
So Susan, why is batting so important?
Batting is important because it gives you loft. If you were just to put this between two pieces of just 2 pieces of fabric, front and back, it would be flat, it would be boring, and it would not last as long, anywhere near as long.
Okay.
When you're going to
hang on, I'm sorry, my job as Vanna was to hand you. Give me one job, dear. Okay.
When you go to get a batting, my favorite is Quilter's Dream, and I order it from Robin by the case.
Yeah, and we just haven't got it in yet because we're still setting up the store. But I probably will be sending out an email where you can pre-order this product if you want to get some to play with.
Absolutely, and it comes in all sizes, and it's wonderful stuff. What we have here is a
Dream Poly.
No, this is 80/20.
Oh, it is 80/20?
This is 80/20.
Oh, yes, I've used that. Sorry. I didn't know. I didn't take your class first. I'm sorry.
It's 80/20, and this is a polyester. The reason I like Quilter's Choice is it's the finest batting I've ever found. It doesn't eat needles. It doesn't eat long arm needles, and it doesn't eat embroidery needles. Cool. But with any kind of embroidery, or I should say, any kind of quilting that you do, every new quilt project needs a new needle.
Okay.
So, also, you want to keep things on a low loft. Robin brought over this guy for me to use, and I thought, oh God, it's going to be heavier than what I want. So, and I prefer doing things with a polyester because it is as soft once you wash it, it is as soft as cotton, doesn't shrink. So if you want the shrinky look, go with the 20% poly, 80/20, and you'll get your shrinky look.
All right.
And if you don't want the shrinky look like me, then go with this, and it washes beautifully. It comes out just as soft as cotton. So much for that.
Okay, and now we're going to move on to Are we going to set up some machine setup, aren't we?
Right
Okay.
we're not going to do the machine setup because machine setup is, kind of useless unless you have.
Okay, we're going to go to prepping and rehooping here. Now let me see, is anybody, no comments. All right. Oh, cool. We had another lady join us. Great. Welcome, everybody. If you're just joining us, this is Susan from Susan's Studio, and Susan taught scan and cut classes. She's been to brother school with me clear back in 2011. I know that because that's the year we got Buster, the dog.
What year was the one behind you? I
Oh yeah, she's just recently went here last year, so she's very familiar with the equipment and the software, and she loves working with embroidery and quilting. So she's combined her two loves and has done edge to edge.
Okay, I wanted something over here.
Is it spray?
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. So this is a neat tip. Susan, well, first she came at me with a putty knife and a deal of wax paper, and I got very scared. But it helps with overspray on the fabric, is why she uses
spatula.
The spatula. Yes.
Okay, so this is down to take care of the overspray, but you say, well, you're not taking care of the overspray on the sides. Oh, I'll watch this.
Okay.
Get out the putty knife.
Yeah.
You don't want to spray a whole lot at one time.
So Susan, I'm going to ask the most obvious question. Why do you want to do this?
Well, because you don't want your backing to get all full of glue.
Okay, makes sense to me.
I mean, if you don't mind, but once you start cutting this and squaring it off, you don't want all of that goo and glue on your rotary cutter.
Yes, that's true.
Getting that off is you're going to be cutting your finger.
Okay. Uh-oh, she's got yielding a weapon, ladies. Yes. Sorry.
A Wilton weapon.
Oh, she uses to cut it in half.
There we go. Put that over there.
All right. Oh, cool. So this is just like using your box.
There you go.
Except you can't put the quilt in the box. So you create a box around the quilt.
And you don't ever want to spray your backing. What you want to spray is your batting. Now, people say, oh, you never want to spray your backing because your batting takes too much of the product. Well, you don't have to spray it like
it's the Christmas tree.
Thank you. You just have to give it a light spray.
To quote the ladies over at OESD, you're not spraying snow on the Christmas tree. You're just adhesing your layers together.
And then take this off, take this off. And remove this.
There we go. Would you like me to take that?
Sure.
There we go.
Move this. Move it up.
We'll just put it on the floor. There we go.
Start in with your hand in the center. Smooth it down.
Oh yeah.
Make sure your back remains, because you don't want any puckers anywhere in this.
Oh yeah.
Puckers.
Okay. Getting that smoothed out.
Here. Move that. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Sorry. Sneezing technical difficulties. Yeah. So you definitely want to press before you get into this point, right? Get it nice and flat and pretty. Oh, isn't that gorgeous?
Nice and flat, and you don't want any puckers. You can feel them.
We got one down here on the end. Okay. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to do this class, because, it's really great to watch little videos and they play little snippets of it and they tell you, okay, do this and do that. But it's just different to see it in real time.
And we're not going to do the entire thing.
No. Well, we wanted you to see how to hoop, actually physically hoop this and get it to the machine and sew it out. So we're going to be doing that.
Okay, but
and how to line it up. So
before we do that,
yes.
You got a couple other little chores
Okay.
that have to be taken care of. You need to tape it. As a matter of fact, you need to tape the batting as well as your quilt top.
Okay.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, like you did with the green tape that was on your sample.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that your presser foot does not get caught in it.
Okay. Oh, that's wow. Yeah, that's something you think about. So she's trimming this up so it's nice and even.
Oh, so maybe not even, but it's at least be a straight line. Thank you, Robin.
You're welcome. Got all our have all our tools in the way.
Yeah, I can move these.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, right there.
All right.
Some teeny scissors you got there, lady.
Yeah. Hey, if you're cutting batting.
By the way, and these are great, and we also sell those. Those are from Handy Quilter.
Yes. If you're cutting batting, if you try to cut batting with one of those, see the point on those scissors up there?
Yes.
The Guggenheims?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be very unhappy because you're going to keep catching your batting in the point of the scissors.
Mm-hmm. Throw a good close up there. And now we're going to tape it.
This is Timberbell tape that I bought from the Stitching Post a million years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Still quite good. And the reason you want to use a quilter's tape or any kind of whatever tape you're using, it's got to be something that comes off easy, low stick. What I have on the other piece was painter's tape, but I didn't want to use painter's tape on this because I want to be able to see where the tape's going down, because you need 1/4 of an inch from your quilt top to your batting.
Okay.
From your let me go this way. From your batting's not such a big deal. Just want to make sure it's going to stay down.
Yeah, because it catching on the foot is a big deal.
It's a big deal. And you see that where you have a little spot like that, just go back and put some more tape on it. Pull that way, would you?
I actually pieced this top, and Maddie had to go redo the sides.
I'll tell you what. Oh. Still has residual glue on it.
Mm-hmm. So you've got to be really picky about getting it flat.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a really good tip is make sure that she's plenty flat and smooth and no buckles and rings. Now, I don't know how picky you all are. You might be here for 2 hours just trying to tape the edge, but and some of you might not care and it takes you 5 minutes. So it's your personal preference and how picky that you are.
Yeah. So. I don't mind it.
So one thing that we have down at Sew Bargain there at 16th and MacArthur is we have panels on sale. and they're 30% off. So if you just went down and bought you a little panel, maybe put a little border, that's kind of what we did here, except this was actually some chinoiserie fabric that I love, and Robin's all about. So this wall hanging will eventually be in moire, hanging somewhere, looking cool with my dishes. Let's see, she's taping this edge here. Thank you. You're welcome. I can actually be helpful. The next item. Now, we have to do this a quarter edge. Quarter edge. Well, it doesn't have to be an exact quarter inch. You'd like it to be, as quarter inchy as you can get. But remember, ladies, that once you have this quilted, that you're going to be cutting it off. You're going to be squaring it. It's a quarter of an inch at a minimum. Would weights work if you're holding, because you got me holding it, so. Well, yeah, weights would work to keep it in place. Yeah. Normally, I don't have this plastic on when I'm doing this part. Yeah. Okay. Yes. That's what's causing it to avoid. Don't worry, ladies, this little design only takes 3 minutes, so. Yeah. You won't be sitting there for half an hour. No. We're gonna go and show you the machine and how to set it up. Well, we're getting there. Yeah, and then we will. We're gonna show you how to hoop it, and then we're gonna sew it at once, and then we're gonna come back over here to the hooping station and show you the fun part. Now, Dye makes a little product that has little yellow stickers. Especially, this is great because if you don't have a snowman or camera capability on your embroidery machine, hear us now. I'm going to talk a little louder. Yeah, here we go. But see, this is a snowman sticker, and Dime sells these lovely products. And you can, so if you don't have a camera, but you want to get a center design like Susan has on her print thing here, you can just put that right in the center with those little dots. See the X's? Yeah. So here's the cool part. On November 6th at 11 o'clock, there is a free 90-minute video, and Dime Educational Department is very professional, and it's a great class, and it's called Special Effects, which is you do chenilling in the hoop. You can do all kinds of really neat things. You can use vellum. You can use all kinds of neat projects with this special effects. And you're going, well, Robin, what does that have to do with edge-to-edge quilting? Well, here's the cool thing. Some of the products that you have seen here today you might be able to order during that event.
Exactly, and get your discount
at a great price. So if you haven't signed up for Edge to Edge, you might want to get that done. If you don't know how to do that, or you have trouble with the website, you just call me at the store. That's 405-794-0026, and I can sign you up in the store if you need some help. And next time we do one of these classes, and I think Susan will be doing Scan and Cut next, won't you, Susan?
Yeah.
Yes, and we will be doing this, and my camera will not break down. And we will have
life will be happy.
Life will be happy. So see how she's laying that out?
Okay.
So what you doing here, Susan?
All right, I'm bringing this up to the 1/4 inch mark, and that we sort of established.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, this is going to get cut. This is going to the area that can be cut off once the piece is done. Once the piece is done, you're ready to square it.
Oh.
Okay.
Cool.
Now comes the easy part.
Now wait a minute, Susan. That's not a brother hoop. What kind of hoop is that?
This is a dime monster hoop.
All right.
Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is a dime monster hoop. It's very, very easy to use, and it you can use this, or you can use a brother magnetic hoop, or you can use
Sorry, prop moment break. Oh, there we go. She's used her actual hoop.
That is a 9.5 by 14 hoop. It's the only one I had a grid for. And the reason I did this is because if you don't have software, if you don't have a printer, or you can't do the printing, what you can do is get a piece of very heavy stabilizer and put the design on that. And then you put your grid on there, you mark your center, you mark all your little holes, and this one did not have holes.
I told you not to bring your friends.
I knew, I couldn't help myself. We've been having a problem here.
Probably when I sneeze. It's been everywhere.
And mark all of your spots.
Yeah.
Once you do that, then just squirt, take a ruler and go dot to dot. And you have to excuse the holes I put here. I had to put these holes in this with a leather punch today to demonstrate how to do it. So, and then once you do that, you can leave your little grid thing in here. Take this off, cut it out, put a little spray on the back of it, stick it on whatever you're embroidering, whatever quilt top you're embroidering, and then you have to hoop it. Beware, however, that when you go to hoop this, you have to open this up to its widest point, because you have got a lot of stuff going in there.
Yes.
So you want to make sure that when you put this where you're going to put it, and you go underneath your sandwich to put them together, that it will actually go in the hoop.
Yes. And you can do that with low, especially using that thin low loft batting that you were talking about.
Absolutely. Okay. That's one of the reasons.
Because before we had magnet hoops, before we had to do this quilt as you go thing, and people were doing it even back then. That's why I was so excited about the clamp down hoop. The clamp down hoop is kind of cool for borders.
It's not just borders. I mean,
yeah.
This is about everything.
Yeah.
Also, this is a 9 by 14 design.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice that if you want airier designs, you need bigger hoops.
Okay, can you all see that?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
I've done it black.
Yeah, that's okay. Well, we lived and learned.
There you go.
All right, so let's show the magnet hoop now. So one of the reasons we have this event.
Got it?
I got it.
Oh, you got it. You had the thing reversed? Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with it right now.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't argue with it either. Anyway, but this is what you want to look at.
Okay, I'm having to do that.
Okay.
Looking at my.
Once
Got it.
you have the bottom of the hoop, just feel around it and see, do you feel like you have enough room? And yes, we do definitely have enough room. And over here, just drop your hoop down here. And again, feel where everything is. Yeah, I have little squares or little things that I'll help you hoop this. But they're a pain in the neck to use. Ah, there we go. Because they create a lip that I don't want to work with right at this time.
So you can reposition this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do. Watch this. Ta-da! Also, remember, if it's in there a little squirrely, you can always straighten it up using your editing keys.
Yes, with your 5-degree or 1-degree rotation.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I was playing with that yesterday, and I found it's still really crooked. Okay, so
Are you trying to say that I don't sew so straight?
no. I'm
Oh.
looking at this
Yeah.
and where it's sitting in the hoop. That's better. Press it against the back, and there we go.
Voila. So
And
now we're ready to what?
We're awfully close to the edge.
Okay.
So we just need to go this way. And bring it back over here. Make sure it's lined up, which it is. And drop down. There we go.
Voila.
There.
Okay, so we're ready to go to the machine?
We are ready to go to the machine.
Okay, I'm gonna scroll around over here to the machine. And yep. I'm just gonna wait till Miss Susan walks over there.
All the cutting I did and the crap all over the floor.
Yeah. So Susan, have you done this with like a really big quilt, like a queen or a twin?
No, I have not.
Ah.
But I have done it with a twin.
Oh, okay.
And when I'm working on something that large or larger, what you want to do is have little objects like this.
Yeah, this is a dime product too, isn't it? Oh,
No, this is a.
it's right there. Yes.
How many pieces is in there?
Just one. There's the back of the battery. Oops. So here's another tip. Don't put your phone too close to the quilt area so that you knock it off in the floor. And your husband can't call you and say, I'm coming home for lunch, right?
Oh, he'd call my cell anyway. He wouldn't even call until he texted.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, Robert called right before we went live.
Which created a lot of hassles.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get the hat off there.
Yeah, this is one of those hoop things.
Isn't that what it is?
Yeah. Design make it dime sell this, doesn't it?
No.
Oh,
So steady.
so steady. Oh, is this so steady? I think Dime has actually Dime does make a, if you want, and this is where this comes in really handy. They make a product that will clamp like this does.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And-
yeah, they do.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you want something, so if you were going to do a king or a queen and you need something to hold up the weight to protect your embroidery unit, they make a quilt product that holds all three ends of it. And it's got long, it comes out with 4 long poles, and you just clamp the deals down to it. It's kind of handy.
So take that off.
And we can get you this, if you want the So Steady product, we can get that as well.
And with the So Steady product was dominantly was made for I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Do sewing machines.
Mhm.
And when
Yeah.
we saw that she was working on it, I think that's not gonna work out. I just put it on my lap.
Okay.
Anyway, what
But-
she was using it with was a Juki.
Yeah. You can use this for your, if you're a free motioner, you can use this for your own product.
And be careful because
Yes.
cramped spaces, you know what I mean?
I know. Our next class is going to be helping Susan rearrange her studio. You just type your suggestions in. And you can type in questions or comments if you have any questions for Susan. So while this is sewing out, we'll take a moment to do that.
Embroidery. I need to bring the.
Okay, so I'm going to try to get really on the screen here, Susan.
Well, I need the USB stick.
Huh?
I need the correct USB stick.
Do I need to go get the yellow one? Here, just hold that right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding.
I'm going to go pull it out of the computer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on a second, Robin.
Yes. This is left to right. It's the one you need. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hang on, I'm going to try to get this shot lined up. There we go. Here we go. Now, there we go. No. Now, you can also make your own quilt patterns in My Design Center, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So if you don't want to buy a design or download one, you can create one there.
You can create one there, and what I would suggest you do is draw it first on paper, and once you have it drawn, scan it. Do a line scan, and you might not have to even touch it, the stylus to your machine.
Cool.
So set this,
I'm sorry,
and
everybody, I'm trying to show the screen and
yeah. Embroidery.
I apologize for this. My phone
Yeah.
messed up and I can't get it changed to the back camera, so we're having to film from the front. It's interesting. Okay, so it's gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's now got the ability to, and we'll show more about that when she does the second hooping. That's so cool. Didn't recognize the position anymore.
That's, oh, you know why?
Why?
Dark background.
Oh,
Yeah. We have a cure for that.
so we got this not very happy face from brother because we have such a dark background it couldn't recognize the sticker. So this is really low. I'm going to really hold the phone down.
Here.
Here. Now.
Oh, there they are.
Oh, I can see what I'm doing now. This is like having to walk and chew gum and tap dance and sing the national anthem at the same time. But she's got that, see that morph there? It's not happy. It can't recognize. But that's because it's such a dark fabric coming up through the.
Mm-hmm.
Aha. See? So she's went and pulled her lovely snowman sticker. How clever. And she's just putting it on top.
Oh,
So what's so cool about this, especially if you have the Luminaire or a Dream Machine
or Quattro.
or Quattro, is that you don't have to bump it to line it up. But if you see right here on these edges, you can move over and line it up perfectly. Maybe.
You know what I think I want to do?
What?
Is move it and line it up perfectly. Oh, nope, we got it.
Okay.
No, we don't have it. Oh, well.
Have you had to do this before yourself?
I know, because I usually use lighter fabrics.
Oh, okay.
But here's the problem I'm running into now, because this stuff sticks. These stickers stick. So what we're going to have to do, take this out and go entertain yourself with something for moments.
It's okay. And these kind of things happen to you. That's kind of why this is not because, oh, Robin and Susan are silly and don't know what they're doing. It's more about, she's never even worked with a dark fabric. So,
Not with this.
yeah. So if that happens to you, what do you do? Now you'll know. Yeah.
Oh, looky here.
What looks like silliness on camera is actually a really good learning point for everybody. And Susan, you have great nails. That'd be me. I'd been in trouble. Ta-da!
So I'm just going to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, alrighty.
So now she's going to use the arrow keys. This is a great feature, and this is one of the last features from the update for the Luminaire, or the 3.
What? The 3? Which?
The bouncing to be able to line that up better. The arrow keys.
I don't know. Robin,
I don't know if that came with 2 or 3, but
I think it came with, well, I don't know.
I think this was 3. This was a feature that came out with the last Luminaire last fall.
What was the 3? So, and we want to turn that on.
Yeah, see how she's turned her laser light on?
And move. Why is that, I wonder? All right, I'm gonna have to rehook this. So,
She even practiced and showed you her little practice thing, and here we are again.
Here we are again.
It's okay.
So, Let's just do this. I can't get my laser with this.
Well, you can move it. You can eyeball it pretty good.
Yeah. I have many ways to do this.
So this would be what she's doing. She's moving it in edit.
No, I'm moving that. See, that's moving.
Yeah.
The frame isn't moving.
The frame isn't moving, but the design is.
Yeah, so that's not going to
So
help
what
me.
we're going to do, oh, we could go in and do a needle drop and then go back to edit if it wasn't quite right.
Well, change to a larger embroidery frame. Oh, God.
Just go back and move it where it was.
Okay, no, I'm just going to do this. I
There
got
we
the
go.
same thing yesterday. So all I
You
had
did?
to do, yeah,
Okay.
is
And
move.
this can happen to you. So when you're learning to do this, you may be fighting the machine, fighting placement, and you may have to rehoop this several times, right?
Oh, God, yes.
How many times did you have to rehoop your little sample you did when you were working on it?
When the first one you do, the first square or block, the first block you do
Yes.
is a pain in the neck because this is what happens. It's going to tell you that you can't do something or that you need to move to a larger frame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember that.
Maybe you need to come up.
No.
No.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go to the larger frame.
Ah. Oops. Sure. Cardboard. Yes. That's how you properly store your
Yes.
magnet hoop. So how large is this one?
10 by 10.
10 by 10? All right. Or the
Yeah.
9.5 by 9.5?
That's why I need you to order for me.
Oh, okay.
This today. You got a lot more room to make a mess with.
All right. So what if I didn't have a larger frame?
Then you would have to go to one of your larger conventional frames.
Yes. Or
Or
could you
standard frame.
use a smaller design?
That's always an option.
Ah, that is an option. So if you try to do this at home and you run into problems, you either need to go to a larger hoop and then you get to hoop like she showed you. If you don't have a larger magnet hoop, so you can go to your own larger frame, or you can go with the smaller design, like maybe something that's 6 by 6,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can
Yeah.
move that around in the hoop.
That's the one that I did, the sample I did,
Yes.
that was a 7.5 by 7.5.
Okay. So it gives you that wiggle room that you need.
Mm-hmm. All the wiggle room in the
But
world.
see, this really goes to why it's so important to tape your quilt,
Yes.
so that that stuff doesn't come loose. I think you're caught right here. I was trying to pull the gland, but there you go.
Well, I think with this frame I have to put my little things out.
What little things? Oh, jumbo guards?
No.
Oh no.
Look on them.
Are those from Dime?
Of course they are.
Aha! What are those called?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's okay.
I don't know. Can you read it? I can't read it.
Hi. Well, we're just going to call it a corner guard. Can you see how she's putting those on there? That to keep it from scooting.
And this is why I'm not a real big fan of these, is because you can't always see where you have things placed. So there's this one.
And if you have X-ray vision when you're trying to do this, this really helps.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. That's what we need for embroidery and trying to see through the hoop. We need X-ray vision glasses. There we go.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Cool.
There we go.
It helps keep it straight.
Well, helps keep the hoop straight, but doesn't always keep everything else straight. See that buckle right there?
Yeah.
But that's easily repaired.
So this is a project where you've got to be patient with yourself
And the rest of the world.
and everything else. This is something you want to do when you have plenty of time and the phone isn't ringing off the hook. And
Yeah, I did that. I started that at I don't know, 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Mhm.
And I finished it, or decided that I had gone far enough at about 3 o'clock.
it's pretty good.
Okay.
All right. All right. Take two, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. I think this is a really important point that people need to see how this really works. And the thing about embroidery and things. So if you messed up, what if you got your quilt caught onto the bottom? Heaven forbid. What are some of the problems that you could run into?
You run into all kinds of problems. Another dime product
Mhm.
is they do have a stitch eraser that has
Yes.
a very narrow. Once you learn how to use them, a lot of people don't know how to use them.
Mhm.
I have a Peggy's eraser, which is very similar but more expensive.
Yeah. So if you mess it up with products like this, you can take the stitches out and you can save the quilt and you won't need to cry.
Yes.
Yes.
When you're taking stitches out, go like you use it in this fashion, not like this. That will start eating things. Quilt tops specifically. But if you move it like this, the worst you're gonna do is put a hole in your batting.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put a hole in your quilt top. And that's, a lot of people don't like using this because they like to do this.
Yep.
You're not shaving anything, girls. You're just trying to cut the thread.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks for showing that. So yeah, so Dime has a product as well. Can you tell we like Dime products?
Yes, we do.
We do. I mean, we've been selling Dime products, and we carry the Dime magazine, inspired by machine embroidery, designs in machine embroidery. It's a great magazine. Lots of great projects and instructions. And
Yes.
okay, so we're gonna go back to the machine, and we're gonna try this one more time. But things can happen. So one of the things that you really have to learn when you're an embroiderer turned quilter is that you have to have the patience. And you're going, Robin, I don't have any patience, but you will develop it with time. Especially when you're on somebody's $57 polo and you can't go buy another one. So you wouldn't believe the patience you can develop when having to take something out when it's messed up.
I've never sewn for the after
And make sure
working.
that's it. See, you notice Susan doesn't have anything back behind this machine. So yes, there you go. Very important.
Okay.
All right.
Now we're really out of whack, but that's quite all right. We have plenty of room here.
Okay.
All right. So, embroider. Okay, cool. That's very cool.
Okay. So now we're
So
going
now our layout and move.
to move. And she's going to kind of eyeball that.
Oh, how nice.
Kind of move in here so they know what you're doing. She's hitting the arrow keys and the machine is moving. She's lining that up. So this is how if you didn't have uh, a camera in your machine, and there's your laser. It's pretty close.
Very close. So what I want to do is see if I go this way, just like ta-da!
Yay!
Now we're right on mark.
Yes.
So we got that. So let's take a look at what we got going over here. Uh-oh. Okay, back to let's move. I moved it over to there. Okay. Really cool.
Now she's using her points to make sure it's lined up.
Okay. So I want to rotate now just like 1 degree. That way. Come back here. And down here. Over here.
I think you got it.
No, that's all lined up. I think I'm too far.
You're just up a little bit. You need to come down.
Well, here. This is what I'm concerned about. Over here,
Mm-hmm.
and you see where the pointer is?
Yeah.
It's right off that corner. When I come down here, it's odd. So I went the wrong direction.
Okay.
Look at the last time. So let's take a peek. Really?
That's right.
Yeah, that's better. And
All right.
that's much better.
Okay.
We're good.
So what we're doing is we're hitting those corners, and then we're checking the corners where the design is.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. So now, because you don't want to sew through this.
No. That's right. Remove the sticker. That's what they teach you about the snowman. That's why it always says there, remove the sticker.
Sort of gooey. Is the backing? I'll tell you what, just hand me that. That'll work. Here. Oh my God, you're stepping on it.
Oh, the paper. It fell out from under the thing.
I'll get that in a minute, Robin.
Okay.
There.
All right.
And I'm holding this up because
You don't want it to get caught on
I don't want to get it caught on
some of the
anything.
other layers.
So layout.
Uh-oh. Now hold your breath and pray. Ready?
No. What you're going to do whenever you start a block, what you're going to do is go down to your
First needle
No.
position? No.
no, you're going to go down to your
Stitch counter.
stitch counter. Press on your stitch counter and you're going to +1.
Cool.
Yeah, right to left.
All right. See how lined
Yeah.
up she's got it there?
You want left to right. That's okay.
I won't tell if you want.
Well, okay, we're gonna go ahead and start this one. I just have to get the left to right out.
Okay.
No
Okay.
problem. So
this is a very forgivable thing you're doing.
yes,
And
I've
if
got
you
the
mess up, it's easy to
right.
fix this way out. Yeah.
This I have the left to right in. I thought I had the right to left in here, but it's the left to right, right to left. So we're gonna go ahead and stitch the right to left out, and I'm just gonna download the other one, and we'll be able to put them together right there.
Okay.
No
I
big
think
deal.
that'll be really good too. That's the
Yeah,
whole point.
no
We
big
wanted to show. That's really what I wanted to show today.
Right. So needle down, needle up, and it helps if you have the needle threaded, which I currently don't. So we'll just do that.
Okay.
Go back one, needle down, hold on to the thread, needle up, pull up.
So this helps lock your stitch in.
Yeah, well, this not necessarily locks your stitch in. This helps with all of your thread issues. You know, you get all those wonderful little balls of
Yeah.
ickiness in the back with
Mm-hmm.
those little tails that stick out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're still going to get the ball of ickiness, but
Yeah.
you're not going to have any tails on it. It's going to be a lot less ugly. And that's when you're doing this. Whenever you're doing anything on the sewing machine like this, when you get a backing, when you put a backing on here, get the busiest backing you can find. That way, you really don't see
Yeah.
all your lock stitches.
Yeah. A busy print's more forgiving.
Exactly.
And
So,
does that go for long arms as well?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. It's interesting.
I was going to do something. Oh,
And we're going to trim it.
yep.
And a great little trimmy scissors.
Yes. Do. Just make sure you're trimming the right one. And you're good to go. I just said watch it do its thing.
Right. So now, Susie, you want to hold the camera right there while I go man them? Okay. So. Oh, we have comments. Nancy
Nancy who?
Freeman says, earlier when Sue was spraying the batting, do you spray both sides of the batting to stick the backing and the project to the other side of the batting?
Yes. You do both sides of the batting.
Okay. Yes, you do. Good question. Thank you, Nancy. That's awesome.
So, but you only, once you have the front, once you have the back down, then you put the front down.
Okay.
But this was already glued, so we just,
So, if you have any questions right now. Hi, everybody. Listen, if you have any questions, now's a great time to just a little 3 minutes. So, I've got some questions or comments. Just jump in there. Thank you for bearing with us. I had a show for grouping everything in texture parts. That broke my hand off. I noticed it Wednesday. And so next time we do this, we will be using a special feature on our streaming service, and we'll go a little lots about getting your link, and we'll go directly to you. So we just have to go straight live. And the cool thing about this is this video will be on Facebook, so you can go back and rewatch it anytime as you need to. So when you attempt to do this if you're home by yourself, we've got some digital instruction. So that's looking really good, Susan.
yeah, it is.
All right. Cool. Well, thank you, ladies, for joining us. I apologize if there was a little confusion about where to go to sign up. But I thought we fixed that with email, but that would be our system, not email correctly. So I'll be talking forward with my lovely friend to tell people about that. Because I've never emailed a class group. I can tell you something. Don't have any questions, so everybody's ready to go home and pull that quilt up with the try. But like I said, you've got fabric, which you have kits, or you have it's a panel, 30% off down at stores. So even if you come and get some contrast from a couple of yards of fabric and have just a 8x8 squares, just piece them together, that's a great way to train what you're doing. And then after you're done with it, you can get a contrast. And if you get pretty comfortable with using this quilting, you can even talk to Deb. Email her down there at Project Wax Ladies, and I bet she'd be happy to give some comments that you could develop your skills working with a real piece quilt if you wanted to thread. But I really highly recommend starting out with a panel. And you can always do something a little. Another great thing you can do is you can, if you make some little panels and you don't really care for them, it's just a panel you got on sale, you can donate them to your local animal shelter. And that way, that's pretty good. So are we ready to go back?
Yeah.
Pull me out of here. So trade me. So we're ready to go back to the hooping table.
Ready to go back.
Oh, Nancy says thank you.
Hooping table. I suppose I have to go back to the computer.
Okay. Are we gonna go? Yeah. So we're gonna go show why software. So we're gonna go back to the software.
Yes, we're gonna go back to the software.
We're gonna go back to software. So here's what we've got. Wow. Now we just have to pull this design in and line it up
Right here.
right here. Cool.
Okay, so I need this for a minute.
Okay. So you could even print you a second one off.
Absolutely.
That would even help even more, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. And what I want to do right now,
Mm-hmm.
I want to find out how far it is from here to here. Look if it will work. Cool.
So why are we marking this?
Does the word straight mean anything to you?
Yes, straight's really important. Yes. It's kind of the object of what we're trying to do.
Okay. And there, even if you don't have it perfectly straight, there are ways around that.
Okay.
But you want it, the way you're going to measure whenever you're doing this stuff, you're going to measure from the point of origin down to, I should put one, well, I don't know. Didn't use that there. Yeah. Down to the bottom of your whatchamajigger.
Template.
Thank you, dear. Oh yeah. I wonder what I do
Usually
with
I'm
that.
the one with word problems. Oh, we'll find it, hon.
Well,
You need that. Here.
well, no, I don't really need it. It'd just be handy. I'll just have to keep these guys away from each other.
Okay.
One over here. And put this one over here. And then back away.
Oh, I'm gonna flip this over. Check out the back. Looks nice. Cool.
This is where we started. No, that's where we ended. This is where we started.
Yeah, where you pull the thread up. Yeah.
This is where I pulled the thread up. Instead of the usual monster gook you see back there.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice
Looks
and
very nice. Yes.
looks really good.
Yeah. Thanks for showing. We'll go grab our design real quick. When you do that, I'm gonna. I'll just focus on the machine here. If anybody had any questions. Nope, no questions. Okay, just thought we'd check. Susan's getting the design on the stick, and that'll take her just a second. Anyway, does anybody everybody should pop in and tell us where you're watching from. I know we have at least one lady from outside the Tulsa area, so. So do you like this where you can watch this from your home and we have a class? So you have to leave in the comments. You getting there, Susan?
There we are. Right, left. Okay, goodbye.
So anyway, y'all should type where you're from and what kind of machine you have. Now, Brother makes magnetic hoops, but Susan kind of likes, oh, yeah, sorry about that. We're out in the country, so the internet's a little fun every once in a while. But anyway, one of the reasons Susan likes the magic hoops is because you have like we went to a larger area and we don't have to hoop. Oh, cool. We have Cheryl watching from Enid. Gina is from California. Hi, Gina. Welcome to the Soap Garden. We have a lady from Del City. That's in Oklahoma. Oh, here, I got to post this comment here for everybody to see. She said, Jimmy says, I can't travel, so online classes are very helpful to me. Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad that we could help you. Anyway, if you're watching from out of state or another area, we're in Oklahoma City. We're just a little store. We were formerly the Stitching Post, and unfortunately, we had a lot of employees and a lot of big area and a lot of big rent, and so we just made the decision to close it down. And I also take care of my father who has dementia, so we needed a small business that either one of us could run or take care of. But I am redeveloping our educational program, and so I really love StreamYard, and I really wanted to utilize this so that you could have. And I'm sorry, there's a microphone.
What?
I had the microphone. So I really want to utilize this class, and I thank you all for staying with us and putting up with our little technical glitches. But what's really cool is even some of the little boo-boos that we've ran across while trying to do this, it can happen to you while you're on your machine. So we're really excited. Oh, Nancy said to come see. She's in her sewing room with her luminaire too. All right. And maybe after we get through the class, we'll kind of let Susan give us the grand tour. All right. We're going to get back to, I'm going to pop out of here and we're going to get to, oh no, don't do that. Here we go. And I'm going to remove me and we're going to get back to Susan. Enjoy the class. All right, Susan, here we go. Are we on even? Yeah, we're on here. So this is where you're using it to measure your points to rehoop?
No, this is where I'm. There you are. See, that's off. So what I need is a square. Yeah, I need a bigger square.
Is this quilt kind of crooked?
No.
Oh, well, Maddie redid the edges and squared it up, so it shouldn't be too bad.
No, it's not.
I did okay on sewing until it came to that last border with the bamboo fabric.
See, that's a little bit off. So what I want to do is to bring it down just a tish.
Good.
I'll bring that back up there.
Oh, so you're gonna mark a line. Oh, so she's
You bet your
that's what
sweet-
you're doing. Okay.
Yes.
That's my job to ask the dumb questions. And I'm really good at it. Oh, so this is how you got your straight line. How cool.
Yep, that's how you get your straight line. If you have two points that are not don't look even to you, then get a ruler and a square and find a straight line. And we've got a straight line.
So
Now, and it wasn't that far off, but it's off enough. If you continue going down the line, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a
it's gonna
second,
be in a slant.
gonna be at a slant. You know what? I'm gonna. This guy's dying on me.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Color change.
No, same color.
Okay.
Friction fine liner.
Yes. Oops, sorry. I gotta be honest, Susan. I was so nervous and so worried and wanting to do such a good job. I went off and forgot all my vitamins this morning. All my medications. At least I haven't cried on anybody. So bad. All right. Can y'all see the line there?
It's still. Pen is not the greatest in the world. I don't know why.
No.
These are brand new. They're not.
They can dry out. That's the thing about things. Thread can age, fabric can age,
Pens can age.
pens can age. So if you're sitting around looking at all that pretty fabric in your stash and you're not doing it, it's sitting there aging. So it's time to get inspired and get it out of there. Because even like we'd go to market and I'd buy something and fall in love with it, and I realized, man, it's been 6, 7, 8 years, maybe 10 sometimes that I've got this going to brother school or going to market or something, and I thought it needs to be used. So I would always, when I hadn't used anything, I would pull it out.
That's true.
I'd bring them to work and pass them out, going, "Here you go."
That is so true.
Wow, look
Okay,
at that.
so
So
you-
straight and beautiful. There you go.
Well, my line's straight.
Well, yeah, it looks great. That's because you can do things straight and I can't. I'm always a little off and a little crooked.
That's quite all right. Not everyone is perfect. There's no such thing as really
Yeah.
perfect. So let's try for around.
No, they come and get me when it comes time to load software or techie stuff.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll bet you. But how do I get PE Design to do this?
Yeah.
There.
One thing you might want to do is I like the water soluble. One of the reasons I kind of like either water soluble, like if you didn't have the sticky paper issue, you'd use some water soluble, but could you take a sample of your fabric and make a little square and just test the design out to see how it looks? Like save some of your scraps and then put them together.
Yeah, if you want, if you
Yeah.
absolutely. What I suggest you do is just take a couple pieces of muslin at the right side, slap some padding in between it.
Yeah.
That's El Cheapo muslin over there.
Yeah.
That
That's true. And then, the one thing you want to do is, because sometimes, and you might even want to pre-test your color out on your fabric. So you can take some of your fabric scraps and see what kind of, what kind of
when I
thread
was
you're going to
looking
use.
at this and looking at what thread to use,
Mm-hmm.
I just puddled it,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and it worked out.
Okay. So really don't laugh, but this literally, I mean, picking a design for your quilt that's going to accentuate your fabric and the piecing and not fight it and complement it, and choosing the right thread color, was a variegated or a solid.
Mhm.
I cannot tell you how many times we've all been pulled around laying out a quilt, sitting there with Mary, pulling out every thread color known to man, trying to get it to see what's going to fly. Those are some important decisions creatively. Would you give them was there any advice that you have if you're picking out a thread or? But
well, it depends on what you want your final statement to be. You know, it's just like picking out pigments for painting. Same principle. Okay, so you see that there was a little bit off right there, but we've got it straight, and we're good to go. Also, if you look right here, it's hard to see because the green is. Here, let me do that.
Oh, okay. Hang on, I'm gonna go where we can. Yeah, can we see it? Yeah. I don't know if you can see what we're talking about here. Yeah, but she's got it all lined up. Yay! All right, now we just got to hoop it.
Yep, hoop it.
And
hoop it.
Yeah, and line her up, just like you saw us do earlier. She's got her little things on there.
Yeah. So when you're working on a much larger quilt, I would use the biggest hoop I can get my hot little hands on.
Yes.
First and foremost. And then there you are. Do you see how that moves? There we go.
Cool. Yeah, I know you're not crazy about those, but man, those are handy dandy.
They are. They're pretty handy.
And if you don't have those, I guess you can make your husband hold the edge.
There you go. Daniel.
Until the diamond, you just have to use your husband to hold the hoop till you get your things ordered from the diamond event, all your tools.
Okay.
And these products really do help. They're there for a reason. They make your embroidery more fun and a lot less hassle.
Yeah. Then just give it a little tug. Nice thing about these guys. Just give it a little tug.
Yeah. And these are great for towels too. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
big time, yeah.
Towels and placemats and you name it. Especially the really heavy Turkish towels.
Yes.
This is the way to go.
All right. Oh, this is going to be so beautiful, Susan. Appreciate you doing this. Anyway, I fell in love with that fabric at market at chinoiserie. I thought I'm gonna at least get a wall hanging out of it. And the bamboo is from Michael Miller's China Blue. It's a much older pattern. So,
Yeah, it is.
it is. Yeah. And yes, I have all of Michael Miller's pagoda. I have 2 bolts at my house. My friend in Dallas bought the white, but I have the rest. Try to get, can't really see the screen. See, ladies, this is why you want machines with big throats.
That's
Here.
the truth.
What?
I said, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Ooh, check that out.
Where's that? Ooh. Oh, we're gonna have fun lining this one up.
What? No big deal.
Yeah. Well, I think the other one was, we had to move it quite that.
Yeah.
So she's hitting her move buttons, is how she's doing this. She's using her laser light. And so you can get the laser light for like the 51 to 52 stellar, if it doesn't come with it, like the Luminaire did. And I'm sure
No,
that,
this did not come with this
Oh.
machine. And when I traded in my dream machine,
yeah.
I had to let it go. So I had to buy one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought
Um,
the laser came, but anyway, you
no.
can buy these products that definitely can get the laser. And I'm not sure if I'm sure the Debonair has it. It's that price.
I would hope.
Yes.
You dog.
You didn't.
I did.
So when you're pushing the keys here, don't undo. Don't accidentally touch the keys, and where it moves totally out of place again. Too high. Come down.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Whoa. Now go to your left.
I can't touch that again. I'm just gonna.
And this can happen to you too. You can accidentally hit the wrong button. So you just go back and start over.
I'm growling now.
It's okay.
Oh, and we're just taking a tour of the machine.
There we go.
It's getting sick of this. Hear that sickly sound?
Yeah. There was several where it was barely moving. Okay, up a little bit. It's like a hair.
Oh no, it needs to go over just a little bit, like a hair. Oh, it's a betwixt and between, so we'll just leave it there.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And we remove the sticker.
Hold on a second.
Well, we're
I
gonna.
wanna get over
Sorry,
here.
Picky Petunia has to move it just a second.
No,
No,
Picky
okay.
Petunia's got to
Check her things. I know. We got to check your line. So.
Holy Schmitzky.
Well, that lines up right. Just that top corner looks a little off. No, it's good. It's just going to go in the batting. That's okay.
Well, question is,
Yeah.
see that?
Yeah.
It's got to go that way.
Okay.
So,
We're going to go to move. We're going to hit okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm glad somebody knows where I'm driving.
It's okay. I can just see the buttons from back here.
No, I went too far. I didn't go to 10, did I?
Mm.
Huh. That's weird. Why is it doing that? I wonder.
That top ain't straight.
Well, it's on the line. I know my line's not that. I know it goes uphill. However, I squared it.
So it's off like this much.
Mm-hmm. Up there on
Yeah,
top.
top.
So let's just do this.
I would go to move and hit center and or go back to rotate and
That's what I was going to do.
and hit reset up there. Reset button. That way it takes it back to what it is originally, right?
Well. Okay, we're good. Still really off.
Here, hit this button.
The one you just did?
Now watch, but see, watch your line.
Let's go back down.
See, that kind of shows you where the whole outline of your design runs, and if it doesn't run parallel with your little line on the bottom, that should show you where you're off. So in a similar situation, if you were doing a towel and the band is woven crooked and you've got your name an inch and a half above the band, this is what that you would use that whole trial tool to see if your foot is running parallel with the band in the towel. So
I'm wondering. That scares me. Hold on.
So this is some of the. So Susan, what are we? Tell us kind of what we're dealing with here.
Okay, it seems that the where we have the template is it's off. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to measure from this line down to this line, and it is 3 7/8, and this is 3 7/8.
So we're straight. Maybe it's just a visual thing.
We're straight. No, what I think it could be a visual thing, but it is straight. It's 3 7/8 from that point to that point to this line.
Yeah, and I think what really matters is that we line up right there. And
Well, that's the biggie.
Yeah, I think that's so.
So I don't think we're crooked. I think that I don't know what's crooked. Something's crooked.
Yeah, it could be the top line. So
Yeah.
the top of the thing. But what's okay about this is, sorry. Oh, and what's cool about this is that that's going to sew up in the batting and it'll be covered up. So
Well, hopefully there's gonna be enough thread down there so I can actually pull it up.
so we're ready to do our next hooping. Yay!
Yep. So
Yeah, make sure you're not tangled around all your stuff.
we have ways.
Mhm.
There we go. Alrighty. Can we get you over here? Ready to go. Right there.
You got him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so now we're going to pick up our top thread so we have a nice pretty back like we showed you a little while ago is what we're working on now.
Well, if I can get a hold of it.
You got it?
Pulling my
I know everybody just wants to reach out in the screen and grab it from you.
there. Ta-da!
Ta-da.
About time, huh?
You let them down?
Thank you, Captain.
You're welcome. Well, when you're just doing this, you just do it, and it's different when you're teaching. You have to tell like every little move you make. So
There it is.
So one thing, as somebody who's embroidered a lot commercially on jackets, that sort of thing, because they don't sew so straight in some of those lovely production countries, and you really to get a really nice view when you look at something on the back of a jacket or shirt or whatever, you got to do what you've done here. You got to do a lot of measurements and make sure things are straight. And sometimes, like we were talking about the towel, sometimes those bands can be woven crooked.
Yeah.
And so you have to know how to go in there and trial and then do your rotation like you were doing here with the quilt to line it up straight so that it's pleasing to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go to the first stitch, right?
Yeah, we're at the first stitch. Now we're
Okay.
going to
Needle up and down.
we've done that.
Okay. Okay, so now we're going to sew just a couple little stitches. And stop it again and then trim the thread.
If I can get a hold of it. It's always a big F.
Oh. Bobbin thread. She got it. I think you got it, kid.
I think you have a point there. Never far away. There we go.
All right. And now we're ready to do our little 3-minute design.
Okay. Get everything off there first. That over there. I wonder if I shouldn't just go ahead and put that goofy thing on there. I think we're good. Yeah, we're good.
And, this is a project that you're going to stay with your machine. This isn't something
you
you're
don't
going to
want-
walk off and leave. This isn't, if it was small and you weren't having to worry, if it's just a little wall hanging, you might be able to get away with it. But when, you really want to stay with this and babysit it. So this is not a project that you can do and go load the dishwasher and come back with the next color change.
We don't want to go there.
And see how it's going up into the batting. That's good reason she got it taped so that foot doesn't hook on it. That's really showing that there. Now you can even have a little fun if you wanted to you could hoop this in the middle. Sorry, ladies. Oh, our internet is messing with it. I'm stuck to the template. Here, Susan.
Thank you, dear.
I'm sorry. I got stuck to the template. Oh my goodness. It's sticky too.
As a matter of fact, if you're doing a really large quilt, do yourself a favor. Start in the middle.
Yes. Yeah, because as long as you can find your two endpoints and you've got your right to left and your left to right, you can pull those up and line them up anywhere.
Up and down or down and up.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's turning out gorgeous. It's gonna be so cool when you get it done.
Where am I?
Oh. So
Yeah, we're good.
good. So I'm gonna pop in here because I got a question. Oh, I got a question of our audience. Yeah, the internet's freezing a little bit, but that's okay. So gang. So after watching us having fun with this, are you ready to take this challenge on? or is it still a little intimidating to you? So, Susan, my question to you and to our audience, and y'all can pop in the comments, how does this challenge you? What are some ways you can overcome the challenge? So I'm going to pop out of here and I'm going to see if Susan can answer that one first. So Susan, when you were first starting this, what was the biggest challenge getting over it's a struggle, it's a failure.
First block.
Yes.
That's the challenge.
It is.
First block.
Okay.
And it will never not be the challenge.
Yeah.
And then just getting over, you don't want to do this with a quilt, the top that you have been working on for the last 2 years cutting out. So you got, not, it's like buying a brand new long arm and putting your prize quilt top on it and saying, okay, here we go. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
Start small.
Oh, let's see. Hello, Chief. Delaney. No, I have an echo also. Oh, I have Luminar too. Ah, I like her comment. This is Jenny. I feel like I need to start with a table runner or something else small.
Absolutely.
Good idea.
A table runner, a panel, and it doesn't have to be a panel with borders.
Yeah, just even a
panel. Just even a panel. Table runner, placemats.
Oh, placemats, great.
Yeah, placemats are wonderful. Just start small. Don't try to put a king size quilt on here.
Okay.
Off the bat. In fact, I would never try to put a.
So since you're a long arm owner, and you also have the ability to do edge to edge quilting with your embroidery unit, is there any common struggles in learning machines or dealing with this? Is there some common struggles that you found?
No, not between the two.
Oh, okay.
They're vastly different concepts. If I had a what is it?
Pro stitcher.
If I had a pro stitcher, it would be a lot easier. But I don't have the pro stitcher, so the only thing that I've had issue with is working with pentagrams and getting things to move smoothly. I finally got that down.
Oh, good. So I think the real lesson here is like your grandmother told you about the piano. Practice makes perfect.
Absolutely.
The more you do, the better you're going to get, and you're going to be more comfortable, and it's going to build your confidence. So I agree with Jenny. Starting small is a great idea. Thank you for that.
Also, when I started working with my long arm, I got a bunch of quilts from Debbie.
Yeah.
And I long arm. I don't do binding, but I'll be glad to quilt it for you. Binding is my nemesis.
Me too. Oh. Well, someday we're gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to talk to my good buddy Janet, and maybe she'll do a binding class for us.
But I will say that binding, I much prefer a 2.5-inch binding. I don't like a 2-inch binding because it's too small.
Yeah.
And then I was watching a lady I really appreciate on YouTube, and she does really great work. And she said, I've gone to a 3-inch binding. Well, I tried a 3-inch binding.
You want to show your sample of the 3-inch binding and talk about why you don't like it? That's wrong binding. Because after you get through multi-hooping it and quilting it, binding is the next step.
I'll be right back.
Oh. Oh. It's in the other room?
It's in the other room.
Alrighty. Here, I'm going to jump back in here while Susan's in the other room going. She's going to actually show you a sample where she tried her 3-inch binding. I'm going to move the phone away so we don't get that echo. Anyway, let's see. Does anybody else? So probably our next class that we're going to be doing, and Susan will be developing it, and you'll see on the calendar, is going to be our scanning cuts. So we're going to talk about some ideas, and we're going to develop some Facebook Live scanning cuts, and I'll come down to Susan's studio. She's got everything here, and it's just easier for her because it's a quick trip for me in the truck, and we set the equipment up, and so we will definitely fix these camera issues. We want to definitely. I've got a crane, so we're going to definitely work on getting some better angles so you can see, because that's probably something that's really important. So I'm going to pop over here. Bring me out. And here we go, Susan.
And this is the back side of a pot holder. And as you see, the binder looks great, the miters look great, blah, blah, blah. You turn it over and it looks like crap because you've got too much fabric on this side. So because you have so much fabric, it's hard to keep everything moving straight. So, and as a consequence, I don't like it because there's too much fabric and and if you pull it just right, it whacks out.
Yeah, and you get this uneven.
Yes.
That really must have drove you crazy.
It's still driving me crazy.
We won't make you show it anymore.
Okay. Well, you've seen my bindings, Robin. So
Yes. Yeah.
this is not my bind.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
Susan has to put it away. So we don't have that echo. So anyway, we thank you so much for joining us today to show you. But what we really wanted to show you today was, getting that first hooping started and then lining up the next one. And then all you would do is you would pull this off the machine, pull it back over, stick your template back on there, re-hoop it, go back to the machine, make sure she's lined up. Oh, and it's just repeat, I guess.
Just repeat, repeat, repeat.
Anyway, does anybody have any questions of Susan before we leave today? And we're sorry about the echo. We will definitely have that taken care of.
Yeah. What was that thing that died on you? A transfer. When that was heating up.
Oh, yeah. The capture card was heating up on our camera.
Yeah,
We had a really nice camera shot, so you really see what she was hooping. But I hope you definitely got some inspiration. Just thank you so much. Yes, Susan, thank you so much. I got these great teachers, contract teaching and things. But what we definitely want to do is since we've come out with Edge to Edge Quilting, we're going to become that Susan was using, and we mentioned they were done. We actually have a class that's 90 minutes, and these girls are super professional. You don't deal with echoes. Now, they can have a few glitches, but they're really good at what they do. It's a 90-minute class. Sure. You're welcome. You're so grateful, Susan. But I really encourage you to go sign up for that software class because you're going to get
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you don't have to go to Amazon to see if you get better prices. This is the time to buy from Dime. Is you have it shipped directly to your home, and you're going to get a free embroidery design. Who doesn't like a free design, right?
Anything in the world of sewing, wait for an event because when you're going to get the best price, regardless of what you're buying.
That's true. That's very true. Technical issues are a pain. That's not working. And so I knew I was going to try to have the phone for the close-ups of the screen. I have lots of toys. Robert's taking very good care of me in that department. If I can get it to work. There we go. Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, and Nancy also says, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We thank you for being so patient with us. And we really, I really enjoyed it. And everybody was just great. They're giving and they're understanding, and boy, you don't want to make one mad, but for the most part, they're really great people. And we thank you so much for your time out of your day because you'd be doing so many other things. So we really appreciate it. God bless and happy Sunday. Oh, that worked out.